Universal Studios. I more specifically am talking about Orlando because I have not been to the one in Hollywood. So this is tips and tricks for Universal Studios Orlando. I'm sure they both apply to the same thing because Orlando is bigger. But anyways, not the point. So I have my book right here on all the tips, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you want to think about is obviously when you're booking your trip. So before we can even get to the park and have fun and all that fun stuff, we are going to talk about tips and tricks for booking your hotel. So the first thing you want to do is book as early as possible, because if you book as early as possible, you're more likely to get better deals. You're more likely to be able to change it as more deals come out, and you are better to secure your hotel. Just for example, my husband and I are going in October, and it is during Halloween Horror Nights, which is what we're going for as well. So we booked our trip. I think we booked our trip back in April, May, more towards the May time. So literally from May to July, almost all of the hotels with fast passes or the preferred hotels and the premier hotels, those are all booked up, gone. I think there's one room with Portofino, maybe, probably gone by now. So you definitely want to book early. Next, you want to stay on site. I know that it's cheaper to stay off site, but in the long run, it's actually more beneficial to stay on site. If you can afford to stay at the premier, the preferred hotels, go for it, because it includes fast passes. Fast passes are $99 a person. So if you have a family of 5, you are literally spending $500 just on fast passes. So that right there, that's just for a day. It's $99 per person per day. Prime value on-site resort hotels, which is the cheaper option, the cheapest option right now if you're going this year. Right now, it's the Universal Aventura Hotel, which is being built in August, which is the one we're staying at. I'm super excited. It's supposed to be a very modern feel. It's all glass. On the outside, have a rooftop bar. I'm super excited. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you are going to look forward to going and seeing that hotel, because I am. And if you love Universal Studios, we'll be doing vlogs there and Halloween Horror Nights. And my husband will probably be vlogging that because I'm terrified of Halloween. Well, not terrified, but I get scared. I'm a chicken. I still like going though. So he'll probably be vlogging that because I will drop the camera. Anyways, those start from $116 a night. We paid $182 per night for the Aventura, which is actually really good deal. Right now they have a deal where it says first to save. It's the $100 dining credit for a 7-night stay, or a $50 dining credit for a 4 to 6 night stay. The offer is for stays from November 4th to December 20th. So if you book now, and you stay from November 4th to December 20th, within that time frame, then you will receive that. Yeah, have a game plan. You definitely want to have a game plan. This isn't as extreme as Disney. Going to Disney, you really do have to have your whole day planned out pretty much. Universal, you can take it slow and easy, but you still want to know when to go and when not to go. So if you stay at a hotel with fast passes, you have a lot more leniency, because for the most part, for Men in Black, I literally could get on that ride with my family over and over and over and just constantly walk on it, maybe wait 5 minutes at most. We normally do go in the September to December range. We did go one time during December, and it was extremely crowded. We went the day before Christmas, and it hit capacity within 2 hours. It was insane, which luckily that was the day we were leaving, but it was still really crazy. So we definitely tend to go towards the more laid back time frames. This year we are going a little bit busier because we are going during Halloween Horror Nights as well as a holiday, since that's the only time my husband can get off since he's military. But having a game plan is definitely something that will help. So for my game plan, if you have fast passes, you can sleep in, enjoy your morning, and like slowly get to the parks and everything, and you'll be fine. Now, if you don't, which is what we will be doing this year, then if you're staying on site, which is why I recommend staying on site, utilize that early entry, because a lot of people, either they don't want to get up early or they like have kids and don't want to get them up early. So anytime I've ever done early entry, it really is a small amount of people. I mean, obviously it's not like a handful of people, but it's a lot less and you can get a lot done. So early entry, they open an hour early before the park actually opens. I think it varies depending on if they're going to open Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios. Last time I went, it was only Universal Studios. I have been during times where it was Islands of Adventure, but that was, gosh, like 3 or 4 years ago. It was a while ago. So if it's Universal Studios that is open, make sure you get there probably 20 minutes before they open it for early entry. Grab like some Starbucks on the way, grab like a bagel, grab something super quick, or even just don't grab anything at all. And go there. Make sure you're there before they actually open the gate. Once they open the gate, don't run. Do not run. They even tell you don't run. It's not worth getting hurt, and trust me, there's no reason to run. So just walk. You can walk like swiftly if you really, really, really want to. But go ahead, and for Islands of Adventure, I suggest going straight to Gringotts, because that's going to be the busiest line, in my opinion. All the rides are not open during this time. There are only a select few that open, and then obviously all the regular ones open beforehand. Or they open once the park opens. So hit up Gringotts, and then go to... So according to the Universal Orlando website, the only 2 rides that are open during that time are Escape from Gringotts and Revenge of the Mummy. So I definitely suggest doing Gringotts, then Revenge of the Mummy. And depending on like when you get to the ride, it may be time for the park to open, since it's only like an hour before the actual park opens. Take advantage of the fact that you are the first ones in there and go towards the back. Go ride Men in Black. Go ride The Simpsons. Go ride these rides that end up with like longer wait times. Also, I personally have seen Minions open during early morning entry, but it really just depends. I think it depends on the crowd levels or just if they want to open it or not. So if that one is one of the rides open, especially if you have kids, take advantage of that, because that wait time can get ridiculous. And in my opinion, it's not worth it. I love Minions. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm obsessed with Minions, but it's just not worth it compared to Gringotts and Mummy, because I love roller coasters. Another one to hit up as soon as the park opens, like the actual park opens, is Rip, Ride, and Rocket. See, if you have a fast pass, you can literally ride this like 5 or 6 times back to back. If you don't, then you're going to want to take advantage of the early entry. Early park entry with both parks, I ended up doing it in about 2 hours. So this brings me to my next thing. Take breaks. This is the biggest tip I can give you in the entire world. Take breaks. Because like, I'm the type of person that's very go, 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 let's go. I want to get like as much time and as little bit of a time as possible. And I want to ride as much as possible. Like, I just want to like get as much out of my money as I can. Well, we did this last year, and we did Universal, Halloween Horror Nights, and Disney, which I know Halloween Horror Nights and Universal go hand in hand. But by the second day, I was like, my feet were hurting so bad. And by the end of our trip, my feet were hurting so bad I couldn't be on them for more than like an hour without them hurting. So definitely take breaks. Enjoy your trip, because if you rush it, you're not going to enjoy it. You're going to ruin your whole trip. So like, if you're doing early entry, go ahead and go early. Then take a break and go back to your hotel. Like, hang out in the pool, hang out in the hot tub, get a little nap in, and then go back out in the evening. Not only if you're doing this in like the hotter months, well, I mean in Florida it's pretty hot for most of the time anyways. So if you're doing that, go ahead and just relax, stay out of the heat. You're getting like less crowds. It's just a benefit all around. If you don't want to go back to your hotel, chill in the park, like people watch. You can hang out in some of the more relaxed areas. Or if you get a 3-park pass, you can end up, or like ticket, you can end up going to Volcano Bay, relax, chill by the water, whatever you want to do. If you now, I keep saying like on-site, on-site, on-site. If you don't stay on-site, these still will like benefit you as well. You can either you can splurge and purchase the express passes, or you can still just get in early. I think there's actually one. I think the Holiday Inn, right outside, like right across from Universal Studios, offers a early entry like package, but only if you buy it like through Universal, I believe it is. So if you do that, you can also get early entry. But other than that, just plan to go to the park early. Get in as early as possible. But you can definitely take breaks, and it'll save you a lot of time. Another thing that can save you money, go and like, you can have snacks in your backpack. You can also have, you just can't bring in like a huge cooler. I think you can have like a soft little cooler, like a teeny tiny one. You can bring in bottled water. They do have to be sealed or empty because they don't want you bringing alcohol in. You can bring in small snacks that don't require heating, any food for medical purposes or dietary needs, baby food, baby formula, or a soft-sided insulated bag no larger than 8.5 inches wide and 6 inches high, 6 inches deep. With that, I tend to bring, like, it just depends on if I want to carry anything. Like if I stayed off-site, I would definitely bring a bag, put a couple snacks in it, put a couple water bottles in it, and go throughout my day. If you're staying like at the on-site hotels, you can pack, like, we would grab like an assortment of like muffins or bagels or something and put them in our room. So it's a quick breakfast or quick snacks to like go whenever we come back to the hotel, or if we're doing early park entry, just grab it and go, grab our little drink and go and be done with it. It saves you money, obviously. And another thing that saves you money and is super worth your money, trust me when I say this, is if you're going with a significant other or family and you don't mind sharing drinks, get just one of their souvenir cups, the ones that you can refill. How much are those? They are $15.99 for the cup, and then if you already have one, the refills each day are only $8.99. So $15.99 for this cup, and you can refill it as much as you want, and it goes for the Coca-Cola machines that have like all those options that you can fill. So you can get water throughout the day, you can get sodas, juices, propels, like any type of drink you can pretty much think of. And then if like for your next day, you just pay to get it refilled for the whole day, which is $8.99, which is a really, really good deal considering most of the drinks are like $3 for a soda. I don't personally purchase the meal deals because for me, I do like to eat at the more expensive restaurants because all the other like little fast ones, like the Circus one and Seuss Landing or some of the other ones, they're just, in my opinion, they kind of taste like cafeteria food. Like they're just not that great of quality. So I tend to go to like Hard Rock. I tend to go to, there's one that's actually not like insanely expensive that's really good, and that's the restaurant in, oh, what is it called? It's the restaurant in Jurassic Park that sell like the huge turkey legs and like chicken and everything. It's really, really, really good. That is probably one of my favorite places to eat, but just for me, the dining plan is not worth it to me. If you are planning on eating at like Harry Potter for breakfast or lunch or dinner, like the Three Broomsticks or the Leaky Cauldron, then I definitely recommend it because I think it's $26 around there for your entree, a drink with your meal, a regular drink, and a snack. So, I mean, if you're going to get a butterbeer, I think that's like $7. If you're getting your regular meal, those are like $14. Your drink is not included if you just like without the meal deal kind of thing. That's like $3. And then your snack can be anywhere, like it can range, obviously. It can range up to $7. So it just depends. For me, whenever we're there, it's normally pretty hot and I just don't eat a lot when I'm hot. So I drink a lot more, which is why the cup's really useful. But as far as food, I don't tend to eat like an insane amount. So when we do go there, I'll normally like split something or get like a small little thing. So it actually isn't that expensive for us to eat there, on top of the fact that like breakfast is normally in our room. This is only if you are 21 and up. Don't be stupid and don't try and do this if you're underage because you're gonna get caught and it's not worth it. Trust me when I say it's not worth it before you're 21. There's something special about it. Just get a virgin one. And before you think anything bad, I'm talking about drinking, like alcohol. For us, like, we'll get like 1 or 2 drinks either in the park or at our hotel. But they're pretty pricey. I mean, that's kind of like normal for any like resort or theme park. That's just how they are. Do a little 6-pack of whatever you like or however much you like of your alcohol and put it in your little mini fridge in your room. Granted, you cannot bring this in the park, so don't try and sneak it in the park because it is not allowed. And you don't want to get kicked out of the park just for trying to sneak in alcohol. Just enjoy it at your hotel and then go to the park. And my last tip, but certainly not my least tip, drink lots of water. If this is the only tip you listen in this entire video, make sure you drink lots of water or vitamin water or anything that's going to have electrolytes and hydrate you. Soda's not going to hydrate you and neither is juice, even though it's amazing and you can still enjoy it, and neither is alcohol, even though you can still definitely enjoy it. Just make sure you stay hydrated because the last thing you want to do is hit the floor in the middle of the park. That would be horrible. Anyways, that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this and leave a thumbs up as well. Also, comment down below what is your favorite amusement park and what's your favorite ride at Universal Studios if you've been. I will be having a lot more of these coming soon, so don't forget to click that notification bell to let you know when I'm uploading. Thank you guys so much. Bye!